own heads and took up those of their foes. Thank you for following Cthulhu's niece. I like the name. I appreciate it. Nice emotes too. Likewise, the Mansuya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. How are you, by the way? Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Mansuya have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. Interesting. I wonder which one of their gods we're gonna end up fighting. You're fantastic, got a free pizza because your free pizza was late. How does that, well, regardless, I don't know how exactly that works, but good to have free pizza. I'm doing good. I woke up not too long ago, and I have enough free time to stream, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm happy about it. There you are, learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust? While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Oh, you got a pizza that was late, and then you got a free pizza that was also late. That's a terrible set of circumstances, always getting late food. But you did eventually get it, which is good. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of the most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. That's good. For me, being patient depends on this, what I'm, waiting for. They are Mansuya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Senduruva, the goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To the right is the middle sister, Sanduruva, as a goddess of wealth. She counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Menduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by the weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. I assume we're going to be fighting them, or at least lunar versions of them. In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arca Sodora. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the Satrap, that's the ruler of Radzatan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the Satrap. Legend holds that if ever the Satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. Istinian is very interested now. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I'll pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Krau's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Dragon divinity, Estinian is interested in hearing that. I feel like the dragon divinity they mentioned is that dragon in the Endwalker trailer. Did you say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? Sigh, I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Oh, Matsuya's adorable. He's love-struck. How far is the Great Work? Oh, there's a current. Thank you, I appreciate it. We're getting closer to the tower. How close can we get to the tower? I think that's the Great Work up there. Well, it's nearby the Great Work, so close enough. Huh. Well, this ain't good. I'm attuning to the crystal first. I have my priorities straight. Now I can see what's going on. They're just napping. Ooh, we can actually hear a voice to one of them.
What happened here?
Probably
Their
attacked.
dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
Yeah, they're napping.
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Who's this?
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Huh. Wasn't expecting to see a kid aura, specially voiced.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
I like his eyes.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
What? Everyone is quick to wake up. What does he mean by
Yes,
scales?
my friends, gather round.
Dragon
I have
scales?
them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
But
Many thanks.
why were they all just laying
One for
down on the
me.
ground? Is that just
Those
something
are
they do?
dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
What experiments?
Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
I guess that answers my question.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
I prefer Warrior of Darkness, but okay.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderuva!
Sinduruva.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Really given, okay. Makes sense. I hope they were freely given.
That is well.
Yeah, I love the music, it's pretty good.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Of course. Not just any dragon's congealed blood, it's
Speaking of
Nidhogg's.
dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here.
They're so
Come
obsessed
along,
with
come along.
dragons.
I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Poor Estinian.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
I
No
still want to
harm
know
will
why
come
the
to
hell
you,
they
I
were
promise.
laying down.
Meanwhile,
Are
shall
we going to
find a
not get
quiet
any
place to talk?
explanation? I guess it's
As you
best
may
not
have
to
guessed, I am
question
Vivana,
these
the
alchemists.
alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Is Estinian still being assaulted by the alchemists? Where is he? Is he inside? I think he's inside. What the hell did they take him? Tis said that shellfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsya. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration, but on this occasion I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Estinian. Pray pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Davel is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans, the talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales provide the most promising. Owing to the etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Ah, perhaps so, and knowing my callings, they won't be satisfied with blood alone. But as for your task, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. Of course. In that case, Urianje and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We will be grateful for any assistance you can provide. Okay. They work themselves to the point of collapse? Based on what Thancred said? Part of me doesn't believe that. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Good luck with the test. I shall remain here to assist the other alchemists. Can dragons take human form? Mortal form, I mean. There must be a reason why he looked at the Stinian's spear. You're the dragon, aren't you? He's the dragon. Those... Shouldn't your horns be whiter? I'm suspicious of him. Okay, I'm supposed to go up. Yes, he is a sussy baka. I have a feeling at least the first brood of Midgardsamor would be able to turn into, like, have a mortal form. I feel like they'd be strong enough to at least do that. Drunken Deepa? You see a lantern designed in the local style. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless night, the Drunken Deepa. A deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. Oh no. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That would be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capabilities. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Oh, it moves. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance. You are not the subject. Follow the drunken deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. I was expecting to have to carry it. Readying ether, please stand back. How far back? Oh wait, it wants me to talk to it. No. Ready to discharge. Test subjects. Something, something. Okay. Warning, discharging ether. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. We're doing it here now? Okay, stand back. Or am I going to start getting sick? You're struck by another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. How many tests were we needing to do again? You were struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Oh, okay, 4 times. You're struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Oh, now you can't walk on your own. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign, but come, let me take the deepa off your hands. Thank you, I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Yep. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Shadowed footsteps. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, a talisman requires the use of a special link, but we have exhausted our stores of key ingredients for it. Spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we, Dara, travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I will compensate you for your troubles, of course. Sure, why not? I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajaya's Footstep. It is situated on the road which runs east into Great Work. Oh, that far. Really like that formation over there, that big rock formation that has a bunch of purple pinkish crystals coming from it. Very pretty. The hell's that? 1 second, Nidhana, I'm curious what these are. Pisaka? Those are odd looking. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Gasp, look out, Devel. Combat audio. Is that it? Gods, but that gave me a fright to think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I hope? Good, good. Let's continue on then. If it isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. Vitra's Valiant. Vitra's Valiant. Isn't that the dragon in the name of the dragon in the trailer, and the dragon that's most likely going to be the dragon that's in this zone? And here we are, Kaja's Footsteps. Kaja was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once. If you would be so good as stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Hopefully audio fixes itself over time. From my experience, it seems to sort itself out eventually.